Do you struggle with content creation and feeling like you're on a hamster wheel of creating content just to have something to put out because your audience needs to know that you're still alive? I used to do the same thing, and today's video is going to help you to think more about your content marketing strategy from a high level view. I want you to walk away from this video and really brainstorm how you can employ your content in your business to work for you. A lot of my clients over the last 4.5 years have fallen into this trap of creating content just to create content, just to put something on Pinterest because their Pinterest queue needs to be filled. Their audience needs to hear from them. So, oh my gosh, we have to create something. Let's just create something right now. Stop. I'm giving you permission to stop creating content if it doesn't feed your business, your goals, your bank account, or ultimately serve your clients and customers in a very meaningful way. There is way too much noise online, and we just don't have enough bandwidth, or we're getting into this burnout cycle of just creating to create, and it's just adding more noise to the ecosystem that is pointless. And your customers, your audience, they're gonna ignore it. They're not gonna watch it. They're not gonna read it. They're not gonna open your emails because they know it's just more fluff. So we have to get out of this cycle of content creation just to create. And today I'm gonna talk to you a little bit about and changing your mindset a little bit about content marketing strategy overall, and how you can change your mindset around content creation and do it differently in your business. That's the question. How can you employ your content to work for you while you are working on other things, or perhaps while you're sleeping? Because who doesn't like to make money when they're sleeping? And I promise this is not one of those weird ClickFunnels videos with the big 2CX whatever award in the background. I don't have one of those. I'm not promising you fast traffic tricks. I'm not promising you to make $1 million, but I am going to help you change your mindset around creating content in your business and putting it to work for you. Who the heck am I? Hi, I'm Heather Farris. I run a Pinterest marketing agency, and I recently just started a content marketing mastermind where I help creators to get really strategic about the content they're creating, doing so in a way that ultimately gets them leads and sales. Not just more video views, not just more people liking their crap. No, it serves their business. So that's what I'm doing. I've been doing this for about 4.5 years, and I've gotten really good about creating content that actually sells my stuff and brings me leads for my agency. What do we all need in our businesses? We need leads and we need sales. We need to continue to feed the lead pipeline so we can continue to feed the sales machine. If you don't have leads, you don't have sales. If you don't have sales, you don't have a business. So what does that mean? That means that our content really needs to start doing a job. You need to put it to work. It's an employee for you, and it can be a free employee. Depending on how much time you put into it, maybe it's not free in the beginning, because content creation does take time. Sometimes it takes money. For me, I have a video editor and she costs me money. So my content creation on YouTube really does need to make me money because I'm paying her, right? So we have to have leads, we have to have sales in order to have a business. We've all heard it before. I have heard it, and it's offended me at times, and it's really helped me to buckle down and think twice about how I'm doing business. What should your content marketing strategy do? Your content marketing strategy needs to take your audience on a journey. It's not just there to be more words on a page or more video on YouTube. It's every piece of content you create in your business should serve a purpose, whether it's brand awareness or lead generation or sales generation, or if it's audience retention and you're bringing them back in. At some point in this cycle, your content needs to serve one of those purposes on the customer journey, or what some people refer to as the buyer journey. So what I want you to do instead, or what I want you to think about, is how are people searching before they find you? What are they searching for? Where are they searching? And I know a lot of marketers have talked about this before. They talk about this and they put this out in the ecosystem of like, where does your ideal client hang out? It's garbage. Most of us don't even know because we're not in tune with what our audience actually needs, because we're not creating content that serves a purpose and keeps them coming back. You can see the feast and famine cycle, right? Can you envision it in your mind? Because we are so clueless as to what our actual audience wants and needs from us, we don't know what to create, and we don't know how to create it in a way that actually connects with our audience on a meaningful level. What are they searching for before they find you? For me, they're searching for beginner Pinterest tips, how to find keywords, how to create Pinterest images, how to automate their pins. Those are the things they're searching for. So I'm creating content around those topics, and I'm leading them to the next natural step in the journey. Where do you do your best converting? For me, I put out free content on YouTube, like this video, and I do my best conversions either in email or on sales calls or in the DMs. Like email and DMs are kind of the same thing for me. So when I can get someone one-on-one in a conversation, that's where I do my best sales. That's where I do my best conversions. And you don't have to do this alone. Eventually you can have a team of people to help you if you grow big enough. But that's kind of what you need to think about is, what do I need to create to meet them where they're at right now? It's not what do I need to create just to put something out into the world. Where are they at in this buyer journey? And how can I create that to really take them to the next step? What is the next natural thing for them to do? And that's your call to action. Okay, so I talked a little bit about your content strategy and what it should do, but why is it important? Why is this important, Heather? It's important because content can do a number of things for you in your business. Since content marketing is an ongoing conversation that you're having with your audience on an ongoing basis, you want to think about how that content is actually serving you in the long term. Content does a lot of things, actually. It builds authority. It helps to add credibility to your brand and your services and your offerings. So it takes your customers on that journey from not knowing you, they don't know you from Adam, to actually paying you money or paying you with their eyeballs. It gives you audience retention. So you take them on a journey, you build brand loyalty, which is another one, and then you retain them for the long term, as long as they like you. Builds trust. Who doesn't like to build trust in their audience? I do. I know I have I have 30% of all the people that watch these videos are subscribers, which tells me they have some trust in me to continue to watch my content, to share it online. They trust me when they hit that share button on my blog post or my YouTube video or my Instagram posts. It generates leads. Generating leads in your business, again, is gonna help you to generate sales. So we have to do that. It has to do that for you. If your content is not generating leads for you, you've got to go back to the drawing table. You can build SEO with your content. So, who doesn't want to rank on page 1? One of the ways that I've been doing this lately is publishing on YouTube, and then also at the same time publishing my content on my blog. It's double dipping in the SEO for Pinterest or for YouTube and Google. I also publish on Pinterest, and that pushes me up to the top of the search results. And last but certainly not least, really good content can improve your conversion rates, especially depending on what kind of content you're creating for what phase of the user journey. I've said this term a couple different ways. I've said user journey, customer journey, and buyer journey. I really think of them all as the same thing. If you're creating content in the beginning of that customer journey, that's really building brand awareness and trust. And then in the middle of the journey, where they're deciding whether you're trustworthy and whether your product actually suits their needs, that's a different piece of content. You can create like how-to content around that, or like reviews. You can review products and explain why yours is the best. And then the purchase phase is when you're actually delivering the product. You've brought them through the funnel. You're delivering the product, and now you want to educate them on how to best use your product to get the best results, or your service, or whatever it is. So that's kind of what I want you to walk away from this video understanding. Your content marketing strategies should serve a purpose in your business. So what purpose is that going to be for you? Depending on who you are and what kind of business you have, the goal could be different. I know for my e-commerce sellers, a lot of them create content to help sell their product. For my content creators, they create content to help sell services or digital products, which are different in nature. I even have clients who are creating content to help fill masterminds and group coaching programs. I want you to walk away from this video and ask yourself, how can I employ my content in my business, and what journey do I need to take my clients or my customers on to go from knowing nothing about me to trusting me with their credit card and giving me that information. So that's it for this week's video. I hope you enjoyed this one. I am gonna start talking about content marketing strategy more on this channel because I feel like if you are pushing content on other platforms and using like Pinterest or other sharing sites, TikTok, Instagram, to actually get people to your site, you probably actually need to have some strategy behind the content that you create. So that's why I want to start creating more videos like these. So if you have ideas or things you want to learn about, drop them in the comments below. I do have a new opt-in that you can grab for totally free. There's actually no sale behind it right now. It's a content that sells opt-in. So I actually walk you through this whole customer journey process and finding keywords that actually, you can actually rank for when you're creating your content. So if that sounds like something you're interested in signing up for, you can find the link for that in the description. Again, it's called Content That Sells, and I will see you next time. In the meantime, if you want some videos to help you get more eyeballs on your content, head on over and watch the Pinterest for Beginners playlist, and I'll see you in the next one.